Hello everyone. Today we are seeing find the duplicate number, one of the problem from lead code. This says we need to find a duplicate number within an array, and there is only one repeated number within nums. Nums is an array and return the repeated number. So the array contains n plus 1 integers and inclusive of range 1 to n. Pretty simple. Most of our folks, what they do over here is they do go ahead and implement the XOR solution, uh, which works, but it works only for one number repeated only once. That is a best case scenario where this kind of problem works, where this kind of approach works. In rest of the things, where we can see that, let's suppose our test cases, we see 13422, and let's -1 for everything, as we need to see what are the result of this. Yeah, for this we got 2, which is expected. For this we got 3. But what if we have another test case where I only have 2, oh, I only, let's hit this one, I only have 2, 2, 2, and 2. Let's run this. Would the XOR answer result 2 in such case? The answer is no. It will just go ahead, it will find this XOR. Obviously this is an odd number, so it will give answer as 2. uh, if it was a even number, it will give an answer 0, which is very interesting because it was out of the range itself. 0 is not even inclusive of this range, and that would be a pathetic problem for us. So in such cases, that solution doesn't apply. So what we are going to do over here is, so we are seeing one by one array. Let's take this array only. We need to iterate index, and as soon as we see, we find out that the position this uh, 2, it means second position, we need to mark it as some way. So let's say negative, and once we go ahead and we check this number, it is 2, we need to mark it. But when we are going to mark it ahead, we see what it is already marked. So it directly means that it is marked, a- and that is the reason we are returning this number is equal to 2. Interesting case is that we need to just return the number and not the occurrence case. If it was an occurrence case, we can return the indexes as well. So we can do this by that method. Also check this by second approach, second example. Let's make some distance within them. Yep. And let's suppose I have encountered 1. So I'll go ahead and mark visited on 1. So uh, this is not a visited flag. It's not any other data structure which I'm consuming. I'm adhering to the constraints which they have laid down. So I'm marking the 1. So it says 3. Mark out the third index. So so far we have done visiting this and this as well. And it says now 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have marked it as 4 as well. So we have visited 4 as well. Now we are visiting 2. So it says mark 2. So I'm going ahead marking this as visited. Okay, we have it rated over here as well. And now it's point time to check this one. So it says 2, but what are we seeing here? We are seeing that this is already marked, and that's the reason we have returning 2. Pretty simple, straightforward, isn't it? So we'll just check with this logic. Int I is equal to 0, I is less than nums dot length I plus plus, and I'm saying int index is equal to nums of I minus 1. Well, and Just I'm checking if. So in this case, I've got the index uh, because index starts with 0. That's the reason I've made it -1. So this index would be 0, and that is the reason. I'm checking num of index. If it is less than 0 or say is negative, or we can just in our layman terms say that is marked already. So I'm just returning num of index into -1 definitely. Why? Because it's negative, right? Oh, okay, sorry. It's not nums of I. Why? Because while marking the ith location, we have found this, right? And this num can be negative because it might be possible that someone in such case -2 was already negative. So let's do this as complete absolute value. Well, and in such case, if that is not case, then mark the index. So I'm just saying num is equal to uh num of index is equal to or multiply equal to -1. Better way shorthand. So mark the index, and now we are seeing this. And if in any possible cases that no element is returning, no element is repeated, I'm just going ahead and returning num.length. Although it's guaranteed, we can throw over an exception that it's guarantees, but it's still not seeing. So, but still, what's harm to return a length? So it's not num, it's nums. Okay, nums, nums, and nums. Well, we have passed our test case, and this also encounters this this also incorporates the edge case where the XOR was failing. Let's submit this. So yep, it says it is submitted, and that was around this solution regarding finding the duplicate numbers.
But what if the array contains one duplicate and one missing number? In such case, how could you find the two numbers, one which is missing and one which is repeating? To know more about it, click the video upon right, and I'll see you in the next one.